Hi everyone, this is Tuplex. Welcome back. Since we've been spending a lot of time just messing around with mines and smelting, I thought it might be fun to goof around with something else for a while. I was looking at my achievements, and I have all but 4. Now, one of the ones that I had never gotten before was Mass Production 3, but I think I must have gotten this when I was letting this run AFK to make modules at some point, because I didn't realize that I had gotten it. Yet there it is. So I have all of the production related ones. I did There Is No Spoon and No Time for Chit Chat in a private game that I didn't publish. I think when I'm done with this series, I'll probably do another spoon run for version 17. So you can see how I do that. But now I only have 4 left. Lazy Bastard I'm not going to be able to get, because I've already gone way over 111 items handcrafted. So that one won't be possible in this game, but I can get the other 3 in this game. So the 3 that I've got left are Golem, which is to survive a hit of 500 damage or more. So far I've had 375, so pretty close. And then destroy 10 spawners by impact. I've only done 3. I thought I did more than that. And then the last one is minions, where you need 100 or more combat robots. Now for that one, we have to do some research, because we need follower robot count 11 before we can have 100 followers. If you look at your bonuses, it's down here. So right now my follower robot count is 60. So we need 4 more levels, which I have queued up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I just finished 7 not too long ago. Unfortunately, these are not too expensive. These only increment by 100 science packs for each level. So we'll let that run. And then over here, I'm making Defender, what do they call these? Defender capsules. Because I think these are the least expensive bots to make. So I'm just slowly making 200 of these. They take a robot frame, 1 piercing round, and 3 gears for each one. So I'm pulling the robot frames from the belt over here, and then I just manually loaded a chest with enough gears and ammo to make 200 of those. And I'm doing 200 instead of 100 because I'm not sure how easy it's going to be to deploy 100 of these things before the first one expires. Because I think they have a limited, well, I know they have a limited duration. 45 seconds, right? So we'll have to deploy 100 of these things in 45 seconds or less. So I'm making twice what I need for the achievement, just in case. Okay, so I'm just going to let that run while we're waiting for this research to get done. That'll take a little while, but we can do the other 2 in the meantime. Okay, so forgetting the golem, we can just allow ourselves to get hit by a train. I think that's the easiest way to do it. And we need to survive 500 hit points of damage. So I have 1 energy shield Mark II, and those have 150 hit points. Okay, so with this one plus 1 other, I'll remove some legs to make room for these. So that'll give me 300 hit points. And then I crafted a bunch of the Mark I energy shields, just because it's more economical to get your shields leveled up with the Mark Is. If you look at what it takes to make them, you need 10 energy shield 1s to make a single Mark II. And a Mark I has 50 hit points, whereas it's only 150. So I can get 500 hit points of absorption with 10 energy shield ones versus 150 if I turn it into a Mark II. Right, so that'll give me 300, 350, 400, 450, 500, 600, and I'm gonna do some overkill here, or maybe we should call it underkill, just so I can get to 500 without actually dying. Okay, so I've got a lot of shield hit points now, and then what we can do is stand in front of a train, make it move, and then gradually scale it back. All right, so I'm going to stand like right here in front of this train, and then I'm going to tell this train to go down here. There we go. And we're done. Okay, that was easy. Get rid of that, go back to engineering. Okay, well, I was expecting to have to make a couple of iterations, but this is a really big, heavy train, so when I did that achievement previously in other games, there was a lot more trial and error involved. And in some cases, I had to get farther away so the train could build up more speed. But that was pretty quick and easy, so I was actually hoping that would take more time. All right, so we'll get rid of those. Let's see here. Let's put that one over there. Yeah, I had 5 of those. And then I had 4. Oh, okay. Now I remember why I did this the way that I did. And I also remember why I don't have 2 of those. Okay. That's for 4. Although, for the next, we'll hang on to these, because our next act is going to be to run over some biter nests with my tank, which I have here. I need to run over 7 of them. So let me grab some rocket fuel to fuel this up. And then let's see where the closest nests are. I think they're probably going to be to the south of us. So I'll run down there, we'll hop in the tank, and then we'll go see how much trouble we can get into. And before, man, I'm getting some big attacks. I've noticed these numbers of turrets and the amount of damage that I get have steadily been getting higher and higher over time. Evolution's at 97.83%. And that's why after the robot count, I'm going to do another level of artillery shell range, because our pollution cloud now is triggering quite a lot of attacks. So we're going to need to buff our defenses a bit. I mean, we're still not having too much trouble holding off the attacks, but I want to be proactive with this. Okay, we've got a lot of depleted mining drills here. So I'll pick up some of those. There's a mod that I really like called Auto Deconstruct. You know, this is a mod-free game, so that's why I'm not using it now, but I like to use that in some of my other games. And essentially, when a mining drill runs out of resources, it'll automatically get marked for deconstruction so that you don't have to do this manually. You know, the next time you walk by it with your bots, it'll just get picked up because it'll already have the red X. Okay. All right, how about on copper? This one hasn't been depleted quite so much. Okay. Sorry, we're getting a little sidetracked here. But when else am I going to, when else am I going to go by there? I might not walk past there at any other point for the rest of this game. All right, so I'll go through the wall here. And we'll just head due south. Actually, should I get in the tank now? No, I'm going to switch to nukes. I'm not going to get in the tank yet. But when I do get in the tank, I'm going to load more of those shields. Actually, let's do that now. Let's take out 2 of the legs and add in some extra shields, so we have some additional protection. I love these nuclear weapons. So I'm thinking what I can do is I can use a nuke to kill off most of the horde and then go down on my tank. I just have to be careful that I don't shoot too close. Okay, wrong way. All right, so I just need 7 of these things. I'm not sure if I left 7 to get 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh, uh-oh. There goes my tank. Okay. Wow. I'm going to need a new tank now. Let's see. Are those expensive to make? Nah, not really. Maybe I'll make a couple extras and bring them down with me. Okay, look for trains before I cross. Okay, so 3 more. Let's see if maybe we can find a smaller nest that'll be easier for me to roll through. Hopefully with fewer worms. All right. So I would like 2 tanks, please. All right, so we're requesting the ingredients. I think maybe I don't have engines on the network, so I'll just grab some from the belts. Here they are. So how many do I need? I need 128 to make 2 tanks. There we go. Okay. So we'll get rid of that. We'll load that in there. And that should give me 2. got one. Okay, let's get 15 years. I'm gonna grab myself some iron plate. Okay, now I have 2 tanks. Great. And let's get some more fuel. All right, so let's look for... Actually, let me check my power again. 4 gigawatts. I think I need more reactors. See, I'm getting that funny steam situation that we get when we're running near full capacity. I don't like it. Because that means I might end up if I run out of accumulator charge during the night, then I'm going to be in big trouble. So I'm going to have to add another, I think I'm going to have to add another set of reactors right away. Okay, so let's look for a small nest. None of those are small. That one could be a good candidate. Or this one down here. Yeah, any of these really. Okay, I'll just run south again, like I did last time. This time we'll go a little farther to the east, where we can hopefully get a more manageable encounter that won't destroy my tank. I'm going to be careful not to select my nuclear weapon. So I don't blow up part of my base like I did not too long ago. Okay, and I'm going to tell my train to come wait over here for me. See, they're just out of reach, otherwise I could soften them up a little bit with my artillery before I run down there. Okay. All right. Switching to nukes. Yeah, if I go straight down from here, looks like there's a couple not too large nests. So I'll try to, yikes, I'll try to draw off most of the biters, take them out with a nuke. And I forgot to load just kite these guys around. There we go. I forgot to load my extra shields. I'll just take out one of my okay, and we'll put in half the fuel. And here we go. 3 more. Jeez. 1, 2. just need one more. Oh, they didn't destroy my tank. That's surprising. Okay. That's awesome. Yay! Okay, awesome. So the only achievement I'm gonna have undone. Oh, I'm in the way of all my ore trains. All right, let's go back to base. So the only achievement I won't be able to get in this game is Lazy Bastard. So maybe when I do the spoon run, I'll try to get that one as well. Doing Lazy Bastard does make the game slower, so it's a challenge to do a lazy spoon. But when I did my Lazy Bastard run, I finished like in 5.5 hours or something, a little over 5 hours. So I'm sure I can get under 8 and get Lazy Bastard at the same time. Okay, so we just have to wait for 3 more levels of the robot follower research before we can get this other one. So let's work on getting more electricity in the meantime. All right, we have to decide on a good place to put it. We don't have any more water north-south. I wonder if there's enough over there. Let me try to copy this. All right, I'm going to hold down Shift so I can edit it. So I can remove these pumps from the other side. All right. Okay. Yeah, there's not enough room here for another one. Nope. Not enough water. And then I have this land here which kind of interrupts things. There might be enough room if I bring landfill all the way down here, there might be enough room to put it down here. So let me grab a bunch of landfill. Okay, we'll get rid of these extra shields and put the legs back in. I don't need any walls. I don't need engines. I don't need those. I don't need those. There was something else that I needed. I think I'll keep my ammo topped off when I can. Oh, okay. And I don't need the tanks anymore. Get rid of those as well. All right. Landfill. Okay. I can't carry a ton of it, but maybe this will be enough. That could be a problem. All right, so let's just imagine that we're pulling water from there. Okay, my reactors are going to be right about here. And if I do that, I am still in water. Except for that, yeah, we could even come up a bit higher. Okay, yeah, we could do it there. We just have to fill in the channel. And I think that's, yeah, looks like it's 4 tiles wide. Right, so that's 4 tiles. You really gotta be careful. Okay. This is lasting a lot longer than I thought it would. Okay. So let's copy, I'll just copy all of this. Okay, and we're going to need to fill in all of this. How far out? I'm not exactly sure. Let's see. Okay, we need to go a bit further. Let's say 2 more columns. Actually, let's not do that. Okay. Now, how much of that is covered by my roboports? Not enough. Okay, this will just cover it. Okay, and these roboports are just so that we get enough bot coverage to fill all to do all the landfill. Yeah, actually, this would do it. Okay, so all 1,800 construction bots are currently engaged in this task. Let's add a couple more roboports. So they can charge faster on the way down there. All right, so that'll take a little time for them to fill in. But I think I can go ahead and paste down the reactors while we wait. No, I think you can't. It looks like you can't blueprint on top of landfill that's not there yet. See, those are all still red, even though I'm holding the shift key. Some I'll have to wait for the landfill to finish filling, and then I'll be able to get the rest of that. Let's check on our landfill production. It's producing slowly, but I do have 23,000 landfill already made. That should be enough to cover it all. And actually we can help this process out. So I'll go up and fill my pockets with some landfill. Actually, I'll get it from these chests up here. All right, so if I put down a few chests, and if I put in there just stuff that I'm not requesting on the network, then I shouldn't be at risk of getting double inventory on lots of stuff. Yeah, that's going to be about it. And that's that. Easy come, easy go, right? Okay. Let's go grab some more. That's much faster than waiting for the construction bots to do it. Let's see how we're doing power-wise. All right, a little bit better. One thing I don't know if I showed you guys, this whole circuit and module factory I have hooked up to a power switch. So if my accumulator, and this is the same as the one that I built over here for the steam, essentially, except instead of connecting to water pumps, I have it connected to a power switch, which is right here. So essentially what I'm doing here is if my accumulator charge drops below 50%, then I'm shutting this whole area down. And I did that just to be sure that I always have power available for defenses. Because we rely so much on lasers that if we ever lost power completely, we could lose the entire base. Okay. So all the landfill is done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back up here and I'll put the landfill back in the chests. I'm going to do it manually just so that I don't have to burden the bots with doing all that. Okay, and then we paste this down. Now it would be nice if I could have these line up, but then this is going to be getting, oh, I have to remove all this too, because that's all in the way. And I think I probably picked up a bunch of extra bots here. That's what I'm seeing there. Oh yeah, lots of extra bots. All right, let's get rid of some of these guys. Okay, so I'll just put it as far south as I can, which is right there. Off we go. And then I'm going to want to get these roboports powered up as a priority. That one's got power. That one's got power. Okay, and then we need to get this one powered up. Uh-oh. I don't think we need that one. There, now that one should be powered up too. Yep. Okay, so that should be all covered by the bots. And then over here, we'll need to just relocate that pump slightly because of that bit of land. Okay, these are already making heat. Great. And then from this point, we just sit back for a while and let the bots do the rest. And it'll take a little while because we don't make all this stuff. Like I don't have enough of this stuff pre-built to build a whole array, but I probably should, shouldn't I? So let's go adjust the quantities. And here's a trick I learned. When you do Control V and it brings up the last thing that you pasted, you can go to your inventory and drop it in as a blueprint. I just learned this the other day. Probably a lot of you guys knew that already, but I'm a little slow on the uptake sometimes. All right, so for that we need 10 reactors. We need 448 heat pipes. We need 144 heat exchangers. And we need 252 turbines. Okay. So for now, we're going to have to wait a while for many of the components to get built. So it'll take a while for this array to get made. But then those will continue to produce while we're doing other stuff. And then the next time we need to paste one of these down, it should be ready to go. And then let's see, where is the next one going to be? Do we have enough water? We do. Okay, we have enough water here to put the next one down on this side. Right? Yeah. So the other thing that I could do is start to landfill all of this and leave a water channel here, and then as soon as this one is done, I can plop down the next one so that we stay far ahead of our energy needs. Unfortunately, what we're going to see is that this is going to be 80% assembled and still not be making any power, because it'll be missing like this heat pipe right here or something. You know, it would be cool if you could prioritize the order that stuff gets put down by the bots, but there's no way to do that as far as I know. And then unfortunately, sometimes you get something that's mostly built, but it'll be a long time before it becomes actually operational. But that's okay. We're not in an emergency, so we can just wait for it to finish on its own. Won't be a big problem. We can get rid of that. Okay, well, that's going to do it for today's episode. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. Appreciate it as always. If you have any questions, please let me know, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.